everybody, this is a tutorial on how I did this mug for Ursula. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any requests, comments, anything like that, leave them down below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye. Okay, so to start out on the eyebrows, I'm actually going to be using black. This is a very, very cheap black eyeliner that I got in a Halloween makeup kit that I'm going to be using to mix in with my Nye Clown White. So I'm going to be mixing the purple from the Dollarama dollar store face paint kit, and this black came in there, so I just decided to use this. Then I'm using the Louise Base for eyeshadow. I'll be using the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Alien palette as well as the Cotton Candy Queen palette. I'll be using Area 51 and Black Hole from the Alien palette, as well as Brain Candy, Ice Cream Drip, and Taste Test Me from the Cotton Candy Queen palette. So I'm just starting out with mid-tone purple, and I believe that was actually, I started out with the darker purple. I started out with the Area 51 color from the Alien palette, and then I went back in with the Taste Test Me color after. I wanted to make sure that this purple went like basically all the way to the brow, and then I toned it down with the Sugarpill Tako eyeshadow. That was what I used for my brow bone and inner corner. I did take a little bit of the ice cream drip color and just kind of blended the Sugarpill Tako and the Area 51 color together, as well as the Taste Test Me, because honestly, once I put the Taste Test Me over the Area 51 color, I couldn't tell the difference, so I was just kind of blending them back and forth together. And for the darker purple, we're using Taste Test Me and just continually making that a bit darker in the crease. And I used Black Hole from the Alien palette. And Black Hole was really just to go along the lash line. And this is really just a lot of building up because we want to make sure that the purple is very, very, I don't know, like very stark and very apparent, very opaque, very saturated. And I'm making sure to really blend that. Then I'm using, like I said, that Brain Candy color from the Cotton Candy Queen palette, and then I'm cleaning up the eyes. The eyes were definitely the most enjoyable part. When it got to the face, it started to feel gross because it was so thick. Like I said, it was Nye Clown White, and then mixed with like a Dollarama purple. And it matched my costume like perfectly. I kept getting compliments on it, but I honestly eyeballed it. Like I didn't even do any measurements. I took the Dollarama purple and took all of it, because it was a cream, so I took all of it out of the container and then mixed it in with the white. Anyway, then for glitter, I went over the lid with some glitter. I used some lash glue, clear lash glue, and I used the Lena Lashes BFF Dazzle Daze glitter. All the product names will be below, of course, as always. And really building up that outer corner with the black. We want it to be super dramatic, dramatique. And I'm using the Essence Super Fine liner pen. If you have an eyeliner pen with a felt tip from the drugstore that you recommend, Give me your recommendations, please. Curl the lash and then apply the glitter. I should have applied the glitter before curling the lash, but whatever. I do have glitter glue, but this was just what was on hand. And this works just as well. I could have covered my eyebrows and taken it like the cartoon version of Ursula, but I figure I'm already coloring my skin, like let's not get totally crazy, and like put a bald cap on so the hairline can be way back, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I used the Benefit They're Real Magnetic Mascara and then applied some big old lashes. I'm using the Kimchi Chic Beauty The Most Concealer, the white color. I wanted to make sure I was using white to highlight because I'm bringing out the features for underneath the purple. And then I went back over top of it and highlighted again. I did not use any primer because I think at a certain point when you are using so much makeup, I think it's like a formality. Like, I think if your face is gonna look like shit because you have so much on, I don't think a little bit of primer is gonna save it. You feel me? I wouldn't normally carve out my jawline, but we're going really dramatic. And then this is where shit gets fucking outrageous. I don't even want to think about what that felt like. And I actually put it on my ears, the sensory issues. Oh, I was losing it because I always say I do not put makeup on my ears. It's like the one place I will not put it. And I did. And it was as bad as I thought it would be. So I will not be doing that again. God, this feels so fucking gross. Oh, I don't want to put it on my ears. Oh. Needless to say, it was brutal. And then, because my wig was up and I kind of wanted it to look like it was blowing in the water or floating in the water, it's up off of my neck. So I put it on the back of my neck too. Down my neck, on my chest. Oh, fuck! Sensory fucking nightmare. Ugh. And continually blending that in. I was honestly rubbing it in like it was a lotion. Ugh, behind the ears, the worst. It was all really bad. But I got a lot of compliments on it, so I was happy. Then I'm going back in with the white concealer to further lighten up the areas that I wanted. And for base, that's essentially it. I did use for like a contour to add some depth to my face. I did use the Ice Cream Drip and Taste Test Me from the Cotton Candy Queen palette and Area 51 from Alien. And then for blush, I used Zane from the Juvia's Place Saharan Blush Volume 1. And for highlighter, I used the Lavender Snow Skin Frost by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. And I was happy with how it turned out. I applied the highlighter and then I realized that the darkness of the highlighter was almost darker than the base that I had, so I went ahead and really buffed it in. It didn't look as apparent in person, but on camera you can really see it. You'll see when I apply. It didn't look bad, it just looked darker where the highlight was. And I went back over everything with the sponge to get rid of any finger streaks or anything. And then I'm going ahead and using the Nye Super White powder. And because this is so thick, I am really stamping it on. Beating the merg. And then I will run my fingers over it to make sure everything is totally dry. But this took a while before everything was totally dry. My lips look so funny with this. Like 2 purple sausages. That's disgusting. So that's how I drag my fingers over to make sure that every part is set. Nice and dry, and then we just dust off the layers. And that is basically it for the setting of the face. Honestly, that's like, it took me more time to set the face than it did to actually apply the Clown White color. Probably because I was setting everything. Ugh. Gross. Then I went ahead and used just a fluffy brush to dust off the excess. Not that there was much, because I really caked it in there. Then I used the MAC Studio Fix powder, the white version. And then I went into the Taste Test Me color. And because it was patchy, I really had to work this in. And then I went into Ice Cream Drip after to blend it in. But I've never done shadow over Clown White, so I wasn't really familiar with how it would work. But now I know. But there's simple remedies for it. You can keep applying powder or keep applying shadow where you find it is a bit splotchy, and then use a bit of a lighter color or an in-between color to blend it into the lightest color. I hope this makes sense. And applying it down the face as well. When I have found that it's getting near to be like an even color, I go in with a lighter purple, and I do go back over it with the Nye Super White as well too, to kind of mesh everything together. But it did not turn out perfect, and I don't mind. It was good from afar, far from good, so that was cool. And if I find any parts that are not set, I will just go back over them and re-tack those down. This is when I'm using that lighter purple to just kind of mesh the two. clean the lids up. It was very easy to get a good layage because all I did was the Red Rum Velour Lip Liner and the Velour Liquid Lipstick from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I just did it in kind of an upwards smile shape. I did also use Taste Test Me under the eyes as well too. I just wanted to make sure that it was cohesive and didn't look empty, you know? And that's that Zane color from the Juvia's Place palette. Loves it. As you may know, Ursula was inspired by one of my fave drag queens, Divine. So we really got to go there. Do you see how the highlight, the purple, is a bit darker than my base? So I just went back over it and just further buffed it in. Like that. And that is how I did the lip. An upward kind of pointed smile. Evil looking. Evil. Evil is his one and only name. Evil. In his mind there is no other game. Do you know what that's from? And yeah, I was going to do a tutorial on the hair, but I didn't really know if people would want that because of, you know, I just didn't think that it would be as nice as what some of the tutorials are out there. But yeah, that's it. Just tack it down with some Got To Be glued hairspray, and you're good to go. You are Ursula. But then, of course, you cannot forget the necklace and the earrings, and then you're Ursula.